RKelly is suing the federal government, prison officers, and a YouTuber, accusing them of invading his privacy. The suit claims the Bureau of Prison staff accessed and stole the R&B superstar's private jail communications while he was locked up at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in downtown Chicago. Blogger Tasha published the material. A federal search warrant unsealed in 2021 found a now retired officer leaked the content to the blogger. The singer's lawyers say this is a violation of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act and was meant to interfere with RKelly's criminal defense.
Day 21 and the government is still closed for business with no end in sight. Federal employees across the country feeling the hurt of working without a paycheck against the backdrop of a White House renovation. President Trump welcomed Senate Republicans and targeted Democrats.
The Senate Democrats need to vote for the clean, bipartisan CR and reopen our government. They are the obstructionists.
On Capitol Hill, House Republicans also blaming Democrats for the hardships facing federal employees.
All of it hurts the economy, it hurts our national security, and it hurts the American people, and the Democrats seem not to care.
But Democrats say they do care about health care and are holding out to keep premiums from skyrocketing.
That they'd rather keep the government shut down than provide affordable health care.
Now, a new AP NORC poll shows Americans blame both parties for the government shutdown, but put higher responsibility on the president and Republicans. Without any government support, communities coming together to lend a helping hand for their neighbors. From the nation's capital, food banks opening up for federal workers.
Oh my gosh, groceries are expensive. You go in 1 week, something's $5, the next time it's $10.
To airports across the country setting up food banks for their workers.
We're going to be opening it up for our federal employees to come get the essentials that they need.
But if this shutdown goes beyond November 21st, that means Congress is going to have to take up a new stopgap spending bill.
Views, conversations, and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. As you can see what this video is going to be about. Yes, federal government shutdown impacts Mr. Robert Kelly's case against Tasha K and Illinois BOP. Had to run that clip, run that play back for those who are new to this channel and new to this topic. Also for those who may have forgotten what this is all about. Yes, the government shutdown has put a pause not only on R. Kelly's case, you guys, but federal cases in general, I believe. So, but before I jump into the topic, I need for you guys to like this video, share this video, like, share, sub up. It's free to do that here on The Mix. Don't forget to hit your notification bells. That way you will be in tune with all the content I drop on my channel. Don't forget members only is up, you guys. Exclusive content has been dropping. Also, too, final cash prize giveaway will be held this year. Yes, fourth quarter here on The Mix. Check out some of my previous cash prize giveaways. I've been doing it every quarter. So I might go big on this one, y'all. So stay tuned, stay connected. It will be held in December, fourth quarter, end of the month. And yeah, I'm trying to up the ante. So stay tuned, stay connected. And again, don't forget to hit your notification bell. Support my channel by liking, sharing, sub. Hit the hype me up. Hey, hype me up. Like, share, like. Help push this video through the algorithm. Help it go viral. Okay, you guys. So without further ado, government shutdown has impacted me. Yeah, The Mix. How so, you might ask? Well, R. Kelly's case. Yeah, this is impacting me. Yes, it is, because his case don't need to be paused. Y'all know I've been following his case for some years now, over a year now, and just post-conviction actions from New York's federal case that he was unfortunately convicted of, from Chicago federal case that he was unfortunately convicted of. I've been following this. Check out my R. Kelly playlist, and I've been bringing you guys updates here on The Mix. This is where you get your updates here. So yeah, this is impacting me because it's still free R. Kelly, miscarriage of justice. So yeah, let me go ahead and head on over to IG. I almost fell out my chair when this came across my page, but here we go. Okay, you guys, I was originally prepared to go over this motion filed by the federal government. Keep that in mind. Keyword, operative word, Fed. So this was filed on October 16th, this document by the Illinois federal government. It says here, government's unopposed motion for an extension of time to respond to defendant's motion for a new trial. Okay. So it says the United States of America respectfully requests additional time to respond to defendant Robert Kelly's motion for a new trial by 14 days until October 30th, 2025. Defendant does not oppose this request, meaning RKelly's attorney said, okay, judge, we don't oppose the request. Give them time, give them an extension to respond to my client, Robert Kelly's motion for a new trial. So yeah, this was filed on October 16th. Like I said, I was prepared you guys to go over this, to, hey, what this means. And it's not a lot of pages. I think it's 3 pages, 2, 3. Yeah, it's not much. So just, I was prepared to go over this. And it really doesn't say much. It says, let me jump down here to the next day. Defendant filed a motion for a new trial and an emergency motion for bond in a separate filing. So yeah, RKelly filed a motion for a new trial, et cetera, and all that stuff. So the federal government is responding. Boom. Let's go over here, y'all. Boom. This was filed on October 2nd. Okay, that's why they needed an extension, the federal government. Okay, this was filed on October 7th. Okay, general order holding habeas civil matters involving the United States as a party. Ooh. Okay, this matter is before the court due to lapse of congressional appropriations funding the federal government, including the Department of Justice and the United States Attorney's Office. Absent an appropriation, the United States represents that certain Department of Justice attorneys and employees of the federal government are prohibited from working, even on a voluntary basis, except in a very limited circumstance, including emergencies, including the safety of human life, the protection of property, and then they cite the statute. Therefore, the lapse in appropriation requires a reduction in the workforce. Ooh, y'all know what that means. People have gotten let go or probably on furlough and can't work. Okay, and that's the mix interjecting. When it says reduction of workforce, that means the less workers of the United States Attorney's Office and other federal agents, particularly with respect to prosecution and defense of civil cases. The court, in response and with the intent to avoid any default or prejudice to the United States or other civil litigants occasioned by the lapse in funding, and it goes into that, my bad. General order as a result of the cited workforce reduction is hereby ordered effective October 1st. So you guys, sorry for the wait, sorry for the late, but this happened on October 1st. So that's why that extension was filed by the federal government, which I just read on October 16th because of this. Yeah, basically the federal government don't have funding to work. Reduction because of the government's shutdown. Okay, and it says October 1st, 2025, that all civil litigation involving as a party of the United States of America, its agencies, its officers or employees, and or any other party represented by the Department of Justice or the United States Attorney's Office immediately suspended, postponed, and held in abeyance, continuing until funding for federal government operations is fully restored. Wow. All right. Wow. Okay, let's go over the caption. It says, through justice for RK, our lawsuit against the government is suspended due to lack of funding of the government. All civil litigation involving as a party of the United States of America, its agencies, etc. So basically, you guys, this is postponed, suspended, etc. until funding is available for the federal government to continue to litigate the case. And essentially, this puts Tasha K on hold as well, because she's a part of this as well. She's a part of this case. So yeah. Wow, let's jump into the chat. Somebody said overturn this case and release him now. Somebody said, I hate that Kels can't catch a break with these people. Sheesh. Remember Trump? Somebody said, remember Trump ain't ish, and he's the reason federal folks aren't at work, because he want to force the Democrats' hands. I disagree with that. This person says it was suspended because of a government shutdown. Boom. They are playing in folks' faces. Granted, government is in shutdown right now, but stop playing. This person says, oh my gosh, why the hell can't someone step in and do a better job? He served enough time. Sir says, now stop the negative thinking. It's because the federal buildings are closed. So of course the case will be postponed. Boom. And someone said, free RKelly. And I could not agree with this comment more. In my opinion, miscarriage of justice. Okay, you guys. So what are your thoughts? Drop some comments in the chat. Keep it respectful and peaceful. So in summary, in a nutshell, the federal government shutdown impacts Mr. Robert Kelly's case against Illinois BOP and Tasha K. Yes, unfortunately, the government shutdown has trickled down to the federal courts. Remember, federal courts, they received the funding from the federal government to prosecute all federal cases. In RKelly case in Illinois, which he was unfortunately convicted of, free RKelly, is a federal case. And this case against Illinois BOP and Tasha K is civil. It's a civil federal case. So Unfortunately, Mr. Robert Kelly is collateral damage. I agree with one of those commenters on IG who said, like, man, he can't catch a break. I'm like, yeah, it just seems like he really can't, in my opinion, catch a break when it comes to all of this type of, case situations. Although he's not the only federal case that's on pause, on hold, suspended due to the lack of funding. As far as who's to blame for all of this, I mean, from a political perspective, we can go back and forth, etc., etc. But that's another topic for another day because, in my opinion, I do not believe it is the Republicans. And I've touched on this topic before, so just head on over to my video section, check out some of my commentary, reaction, and opinion on political related topics, etc., etc. Or check out some of my short videos. But let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat. Unfortunately, like I said, Mr. Robert Kelly is collateral damage in all of this. Tasha K is not out of hot water, so this is not a W for anyone in this situation. She's still on the docket with this civil case. And reminder, RKelly filed this case, as you heard in the beginning, based off of that clip, against Illinois' BOP and Tasha K. And that it is unfortunate that the government funding is no longer there for the federal government to continue their litigation back and forth with RKelly's attorneys. So yeah, that's where we're at. And hopefully the government shutdown is lifted, and all parties, when it comes to the Congress and the president, that they agree on something, because this is impacting me, y'all. Yeah, free RKelly. This is impacting the mix. So yeah, when it comes to Mr. Robert Kelly's case, like I said before earlier, this case does not need to be on pause, hold, etc., etc., but unfortunately at this time it is due to the lack of government funding. So let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat. Hopefully this works out in Mr. Robert Kelly's favor once the government shutdown is lifted and cases get to flowing again, and hopefully he is redeemed in this, because in my opinion, as I stated before, this is a great miscarriage of justice. This case right here, this civil case that he filed against Tasha K and the BOP and request for a new trial, is the catalyst to overturn his federal convictions, in my most humble opinion, because you can't and you don't supposed to be interfering with any case in this situation. It's being alleged that's what happened with the federal Chicago case that he was unfortunately convicted of. So interference by Tasha K and the BOP, allegedly. So let me know your thoughts down in the chat, like, share, sub, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.